battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Blocked! To the paint. Stolen by Bryant. Pass to Hardaway. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges. And, you know, offense has been the problem for the Magic. Near the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches.
And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the second worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
One of the things I love the most about the success of the Toronto Raptors is how much the game of basketball has grown over the 25 years. Let's remember, there was a very lukewarm reception when they first arrived. But boy, have they made Toronto a basketball hotbed.
The three, Hardaway. Embiid inside. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
A sequence you might expect from Embiid, an elite rebounder, and the man knows how to finish.
And remember, basketball was invented by a Canadian, Dr. Naismith. The first ever NBA game, back in 1946, was played here in Toronto.
That's a fact, B.A., that I don't think casual fans really know. It took 73 years for the first NBA Finals game to be played in Canada, but basketball has taken root, and boy, you can see and feel the impact of that throughout the NBA.
Now here's Hardaway, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Pass to Lewis.
Well, the basketball mind that Dwayne Wade possesses is so special. What understanding and feel for where his guys will be.
Here's Hardaway, and that one is stuffed right through.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Wade.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
So both teams changing it up here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Three-pointer, Anthony. Orlando gets it back. Bryant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Anthony. Takes a three. He's off on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Over to the wing. Here's Houston. Outside, Brown. Takes the three. Houston can't hit. Orlando leading. Bryant outside. Granger grabs the miss. Brown with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete. Love it.
Free throw good. Brown. The doors for the Magic seems like they are still developing.
Yes, B.A., there's no doubt they're still developing. Lots of youth on this roster. It's an organization that has not made it out of the first round of the playoffs since back in the 09-10 season. So much growth is needed. What you hope is the losing hasn't taken a toll on the culture.
Orlando on D. Simmons with it. it's all tied up.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And here's Hardaway. He has 6. Pass to Bryant. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Granger. Inside. Here's Chandler. And he dunks it down.
Well, huge wingspan, even for that center position. Chandler can throw it down from really anywhere within a few feet of the rim.
Now here's Hardaway, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's Walton. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. To the inside. Simmons. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
In for the Magic, Joel Embiid.
1:27 left in the first quarter here.
Orlando, Kobe Bryant. That is first personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Chandler. Granger, no good. Bryant outside. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Simmons. Houston can't hit. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Boy, guys, you look at the history of the Magic, and there has been episodic success driven by great players. Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, of course, and Dwight Howard.
And he sinks the second. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass on the layup.
Man, my goodness, the handle of Ben Simmons, the craftiness to get to his spot.
Pass to Hardaway. And here's Anthony. From deep three-point range. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Out to the wing. Here's Houston. Brown in the high post. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second.
Man, good whistle there.
15 foul. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 fouls.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Out to the right wing. To the wing, right side. Outside Hardaway. The 3 is up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The Raptors with a lead. Down low. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch them build. Back to Johnson. Count that bucket. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, some guys just excel at scoring through contact. And Dwayne Wade, how about the strength on that move? Wow.
Oh, and Johnson with a block. Pass to Wade. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Now Orlando takes it the other way. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now here's Embiid. Here's Walton. Now here's Johnson. Check by Hill.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Second team foul.
Here's Hardaway. Give him 8 points now. From deep, Johnson. Another miss by Orlando.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Orlando trailing here.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Now here's Embiid. Kicks it out to Bryant. 6 to shoot. Pass to Anthony. Launches it. Offensive board. Back to Bryant. To the middle. Embiid. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
We see it time and time again. Embiid relishes his role as an intimidator.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Bryant outside. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 4. Hill with the steal. And here's the fast break. Rebound by the Magic. Bryant outside. Pass to Anthony. Poke loose. Back to Bryant. Shot clock at 6.
Well, now you have to think about pulling in. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
13 fouls. Substitutes on the court.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Embiid. Brown with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Tries to snap the cold streak. Here's Bryant. Second chance shot. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony outside. Launches a 3. And another miss by Orlando.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Timeout called, the Magic. Making a switch here. 1:58 left in the first half of this game. Outside Brunson. The 3 is up. And Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got 6 points.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation for Melo on the catch and shoot.
There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be a second foul of the game. Outside, Brown. Pass to Holmgren. Out to the right wing. Here's Houston. The three-pointer off the mark. 1:24 left in the second quarter.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Bryant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That free throw misses. Good on the second one. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Simmons. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
At 6'11", this guy is very difficult to get a quality contest. Ben Simmons does a nice job drawing contact.
And he's good on the second. And so here is Orlando. Outside Murray. To the paint. Here's Embiid. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
I like watching Embiid attack on the inside, using his size and soft touch to capitalize.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Orlando gets it back. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo's certainly a threat from out there.
He got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Raptors out in front, leading by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's Toronto now. 4-point game. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Pass to Olajuwon. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
And he drops the first. And the Raptors making a change here. That one's no good. Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, it was great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Orlando trailing here. Pass to Embiid. Nifty move. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
At the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
Joel Embiid.
And the second free throw is good. And this is a pretty even game right now in Toronto. Wade misses. Bryant, left side. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Free throw good. Bryant.
At the line for the match. Kobe Bryant. At the line for 2.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Jalen Brown.
Now Hardaway. Give him 8. This for the tie. And it's Bryant laying it in. Bryant's got 5 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Wade. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Joel Embiid.
That's on Joel Embiid.
Well, this guy, a dangerous interior scorer at his position, right? Dwayne Wade's so good at making the defense foul him.
He hits the second from the line.
Unable to knock them all down, but still, he puts them up by 1.
Now here's Hardaway. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Houston. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Three-pointer Anthony. And once again off the mark by Orlando. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it.
Magic ball.
Now the Magic with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Right side, Porzingis. The shot misses.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, BA, yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside. Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
This is an accomplished, polished interior score. Don't let the 2-guard position fool you. Dwayne Wade from the cup. Oh.
Orlando calls timeout. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Down low. Holmgren. Oh, a special move before that shot. And now a 5-point Raptor lead.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Johnson with it. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Brown. Puts up a 3. The shot by Johnson, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Russell. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. To the wing on the left. Here's Holmgren, and he lays it up and in. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Orlando trailing here. 1:41 left in the third quarter.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Here's Granger. Rebounded by Johnson. And it's the Magic with the ball. Pass to Porzingis. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. Here's Kukoc. Offline with a three. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Brown. Buries it down low. Brown's got 9.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward, Jaylen Brown, who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Here's Russell. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Magic making a switch here.
Magic substitution. Yusuf Nurkic. Jamal Murray.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Johnson. Soft touch off the glass. And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Holmgren. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Holmgren's got 6 here in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And so it's Toronto, ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back with you shortly. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Orlando with the ball. Trailing by 10. Here's Hardaway. It's hauled in by Hill.
I'll tell you, the defense cannot afford to be too physical with Dwayne Wade. He attracts so much attention and understands how to draw contact.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Pass to Olajuwon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 13.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Three-pointer Anthony fires in the triple.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Hill. Here's Wade. This one for 3. Anthony grabs the board. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Back to Hardaway. Three-pointer Anthony. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Here's Wade. And he banks in the layup.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
On the wing, Bryant. Let's go with a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Inside. Here's Olajuwon. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Anthony misses.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Hill. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
To the middle. Here's Wade. Second chance effort. And Embiid with the block. Pass to Anthony. From downtown. And the Magic again can't hit.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Knocks it loose. Here's Hardaway. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Johnson with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Pass to Olajuwon. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Now here's Bryant. Anthony outside. Outside Hardaway. And here's Anthony. Off the mark there with a three.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Bryant. Pass to Walton. Now here's Anthony. 4-3. Counted from distance. Anthony's got 6 here in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Hardaway. The Raptors making their last shot. Pass to Embiid. Here's Walton. And here's Anthony. Three-pointer. Lewis with the rebound.
And a comfortable win for them here. The game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Raptors.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And they meet just twice. So taking the first meeting means a lot to this team. BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Olajuwon. There's the block. They recover it. And Walton pulls it down. Anthony, left side. Fires for 3. No luck on that one. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra